Hello guys, and welcome to a little bit of a different video. Now I saw Northern Lion play this, which is basically a game in which you decide if you want to press the button or you do not. You get some consequences, so to speak, and some benefits. Sometimes the entire statement is beneficial, in which times you always press the button, of course, but I would like to give this a go. Give myself some situations here and see how I would react to them. So, will you press the button? You will obtain a backpack with limitless space, and it doesn't ever feel any heavier. Each time you add an item, you move slightly slower than before. Now, I see this as just a win-win, right? Because you will obtain a backpack with limitless space and it doesn't feel any heavier. That means I will just obtain it. I'm not bound to this backpack in any way, shape, or form, so I can just leave it at home if I don't want it on me. And it has limitless space. I can put literally anything there, but I just move very slowly. This is just a win-win. If I don't want to move slowly one day, I'll just leave it at home. Press the button, of course. 60% of people are normal and 40% are just outright dumb. This is what I mean. This is one of those with two positives, you know, because the but thing is not, there's no downside because you don't need to carry this around everywhere. It would say you will obtain a backpack which you have to wear, which I don't. So let's continue. You live your perfect life. Nothing you ever do is private. Nothing I ever do is private. Now that is a big downside. Nothing. So absolutely everything I do is public. Wow. Not even the highest of high-end celebrities have this predicament. Because always there are some things you can do which are private. There's always some matter, some form of privacy to be had. But in this scenario, there's no privacy to be had. It doesn't matter what you do. It's never private. I don't think I would press this button. You live your perfect... I could never live my perfect life if I never had privacy. I will not. I will not press that button. 53% did not. 47% did. That's interesting to me. Already not private. Thanks, NSA. It says down here. You can't really see it. Okay. Let's continue. Ben Affleck isn't a bad Batman, but the franchise tanks anyway. Again, there's no negative to this, isn't it? It just... the franchise tanks, as it does. But Ben Affleck just isn't a bad Batman. Of course I pressed the button. What? I'm gonna come up front with you guys. I'm not the biggest superhero fan. I never really got it. Not even the ordinary superheroes, you know, that Batman is a part of. I never really got that stuff. I watched the movies. Fine, that's what I did. But I don't know. So the franchise hasn't tanked. Or the franchise is still going very well. So then why does it say anyway? I don't understand. Maybe 57% of people are stupid, or I am. Let's move on. You gain the ability to physically explore the internet. That's super cool. You can't use search engines and you're trapped in Tumblr. I'm trapped, so I'm actually trapped. I can't leave? Then of course I will not. Or I can physically explore the internet whenever I want, but only Tumblr, because then that's still a positive, you know? Am I bound to the world? Can I not escape? if I can escape and return to normal life, and then when I go back to exploring, I'm just somewhere in Tumblr, that's still just a positive. And is my internet functional still? Can I still upload videos? You can't use search engines, and you're trapped in Tumblr. It's not even proper spelling. You gain the ability to physically explore the internet. Yeah? You can't use search engines. Can I not use search engines in general? Or can I not use search engines while I'm physically exploring the internet? This is the intricate question here. I'm gonna go off on a whim because it doesn't exclusively say... It just says you can't use search engines, so I'm gonna put that like that is in the context of you using your ability to physically explore the internet. If so, of course I would press the button. If not, then I wouldn't. 63% did not, so probably it's meant they mean that you're just trapped. I don't know. That was a very bad question. Will you press the button? The ability for instantaneous teleportation, only requiring focusing your mind on the exact location for a couple of seconds. This right here, when I was a kid, I used to do this all the time. I used to be like, oh yeah, let's get on top of the roof. Let's get on top of the roof. It never worked, obviously. When you arrive, you will immediately feel the same fatigue as if you ran there. Again, this is just a positive. This is just a positive. If I don't want to feel fatigued, then I just don't teleport. And if I am fine with feeling fatigued, then I will teleport. This is just me gaining a superpower. Why would I ever not press the button? You know? 35% of people are brain dead. Okay. Next one. You may now save lives with just a touch at a cost of a week of your life. That's pretty, that's a bargain. You're only able to use it on strangers. Once again, this is just a superpower, you know? And if I don't want to save a stranger's lives, then I don't, you know? So there's no downside because I choose whenever I want to save a life. And no one knows that I can, of course, except after I do it once, you know? You're only able to say, like this is not, there's no downside here. There's no downside. If I press I will not, then I will just not have this ability. If I press the button, I get the ability and I am free to use it whenever I want. Of course I press the button. 51%. I don't understand. I do not understand. Will you press the button? You have the ability to see the future at will. You lose 2 of your 5 senses. See here, now we get an actual downside. Now you lose 2 of your 5 senses. Which, right? Is it random? Do I choose? Like, because if I choose, then I can just get rid of the most... I can just get rid of the most, you know, bad senses, which would be like taste and smell, you know? I don't... But if I don't get to choose, if it's just random, then I don't think I would press the button. To see the future, the entire future... Because if you lose your eyesight, you're screwed, right? But if I get to choose, I would click. If I don't get to choose, I would not. Even if it's a gamble, even if it's random, I would not. But yeah, I'm gonna go out on a whim and say that I can choose myself which senses. So then, yes, I would press the button. Will you press the button? You will become a champion among humans. You will bring eternal peace and prosperity to the human race, but your name and face would fade from existence and you will receive no reward for what you've done, including any sort of publicity. But I become a champion among humans. This means I am basically boundless. I can do whatever I please for my existence, but then I'm just never remembered. But like a champion among humans, for as long as you live, everybody loves you, right? I would do it. I would. Okay, let's do another. You get a random superpower, but you will be hated and feared irrationally for it if anyone ever finds out. Again, this is just a plus, right? Because you get a random superpower. You don't necessarily have to use it, or you can use it when no one's around. And then you will be hated and feared irrationally for it if anyone ever finds out. So you just make sure no one finds out. It's just a win-win, of course. Yes, of course. Oh. Okay. You have the ability to tell when people are lying. You always know, even when it'd be better to believe the lie. Hidden truths, false compliments, everything. I would 100% press this button. I am not a person who fears the truth. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. I would rather know when people are lying to my face than to believe the lie. So I would 100% press this button, and I hope the majority does as well. Yeah. That is a very, very, very press button. You have the ability to rewind time for 10 seconds. Each time you do it, you gain 1 pound. Again, this is just a plus, right? Because you don't have to use the ability if you don't want. That's fine, you know, because if you royally screw up, or better yet, this can be so exploited. Let's say per se that you, let's say you put $10 million. No, like you put money on something like, you know, whatever, a roulette table, right? And then it lands on red, right? And then you just rewind 10 seconds and you put the money on on red instead of black. So say you put the money on black, you lose because it was red, then you just rewind time and put your money on red and it's red. You know? Of course you would do this. You would get rich, like pretty much. You would have to use 1 pound is not that much. You could use this, if you just use this to double your money, you could have a large amount of money in just like 15 uses. You would have an astounding amount of money in just like 15 to 20 uses. So, of course you would. Of course. Like, what is 15 to 20 pounds for never having to work again? Of course you would press this. You are so dumb. 45% of people are so dumb. They don't understand how lucrative this power is. The ability to rewind time for 10 seconds, that is infinite money right there. Yeah, so rewind time and free money is the first one. Yeah. Oh, he's making a joke because you gain 1 pound. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, you rewind time and infinite money, of course. Infinite money. Because you just place your bet on black if it's red and you lose. You just go back 10 seconds, place your bet on the other color. People are stupid if they don't take this. Okay, let's do one more. Final one. Will you press the button? You can make anything you want a reality. All the bad things in your mind will become a reality uncontrollably. I will not. Dude, I will not. Because some of the dreams I have, dude, I would not. Because I would die, you know? Will become reality uncontrollably. So say I dream of a beheaded dragon who reeks of eternal, I don't know, eternal plague. Then we will all die. So there's just no point. I would never. Good. A lot of people wouldn't. Okay, let's do one more. Final one for sure this time. Will you press the button? You get into the college or graduate school of your dreams. Ugh, I don't care about that. You don't make a 6-figure salary and are burdened with crippling debt for 30 years. So this is just making fun of the American school system, isn't it? That's funny. I don't care about this. I definitely don't care about graduating the school of my dreams. I do not believe that you have to graduate the school of your dreams to be successful. You can be successful easily without graduating from the school of your dreams. Of course, a formal education. I have it. You should also get yours. Don't get me wrong. Definitely do so. If you want to go to college, do so. Do so. Definitely do so. It will be bountiful. It will be. But keep in mind before you do this that you're bone set on what you want to do, because if not, you can just end up with a lot of debt. Or at least that's how I understand the American school system. I would never press this button because I don't care enough for school. I don't think, because it is not vitally important to graduate, get into the college of your dreams. That's not vitally important. But being in crippling debt for 30 years, that is vitally important. So I will not. Yeah, 80% didn't. Good. Well, did you enjoy this video, guys? Please let me know if you did, because if you did, I might make another one at some point. If you did not, then that's fine. I'll just not make another one. But yeah, this is just sort of a chill video where I share some of my thoughts with you guys. And yeah, we just have a talk together. Is there any of the buttons that you drastically disagree with me on? And why? Please let me know down below in the comments if so. You could also always subscribe to my channel. If this is the first video you see from my channel, though, you will be overwhelmed by content that you do not care for, trust me. So if this is the first impression you get of my channel, then perhaps you shouldn't subscribe, and I'm just gonna be 100% real with you, because the odds of me making another one of these videos is probably like 50-50, but that's gonna be like in a month or so, if so. So yeah, like the video though, it helps me, because then it gets recommended to more people, and that of course helps me out. Thank you for watching, guys. Until the next time I see you, goodbye.